Alright, welcome to another episode of Kohltured Kitchen. Today we will be making a sweet potato, chickpea, and spinach curry. It's going to be delicious. I've had it before. It was a recommendation from a friend, Lorna, and she gave me some advice on how to make it differently. Instead of using coconut milk, we're going to be using coconut cream. It adds a little thickness to it. And we're going to make it spicy because that's just how we do it around here. So I've got some habaneros. With this, we're going to be using 3 different types of sweet potatoes. Yeah, 3 different types. It's crazy. We've got the red, purple, my favorite color, and white. We're going to be having a beautiful array of color on the chopping board. So along with that, we have red onions. Gonna peel these bad boys, chop them up. Got some ginger, a little bit extra spice in that. Of course, the chickpeas, also called garbanzo beans, which is just a crazy name for anything. Garbanzo. Yeah, some tomatoes. Fire roasted. Mmm. Yes. Oh, man. When this stuff gets going, by the way, this is cilantro or coriander. And a shit ton of spinach. So I'm going to chop all this up. The sweet potatoes, just going to chop in about 1-inch chunks. The ginger, I'll show you how to do this. Remember when we're using any type of spices, habanero especially, do not touch your eyes. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your downstairs bits. It's going to burn. Just wash your hands afterwards. Just remember that, please. Okay, now that that's all laid out, I'm going to show you how to chop it up, and then we'll move on to cooking it, which is the best part. All right. Chopping time. Let's start with the sweet potatoes. First cutting them into rounds about 1/2 inch to 1 inch thick. Then chopping them into cubes, roughly the same dimension. I'll usually try to grab a stack of them so I can chop large amounts a bit easier. I started placing all my chopped veggies like this, inspired by my girlfriend, as she was doing it for Instagram. Now this onion technique was inspired by Gordon Ramsay in one of his videos. You just slice into it a few times without cutting into the eye, then slice horizontally a few times. This makes chopping it into small amounts a breeze. Well, we ran out of space again. The ginger root is so small, it's so difficult to hold, and if you try to use a regular peeler, you're bound to cut yourself. And then you just grab a cheese grater and go to town. Then we have the cilantro, and we only need the stalks to make the curry. So we'll just cut up the leaves, cut them off, and then put them off to the side for garnishing later. And then the habanero, you just chop it up, you're ready to go. Alright, everything is chopped up and ready to go. So let's get started. We have everything staged pretty much, so we're going to turn this guy on to medium heat, and we're going to add the olive oil, drizzle that in, and we're going to let that sit for a little bit. And yeah, we'll be back in just a second. Let that heat up. Okay. The olive oil is heating up, which is great. Next thing we do is we add the onions, and there are a lot of onions. We're going to let that simmer in there, and then it's going to get a little golden brown, and then we start from there. The olive oil I used is kind of a mix here, if you could see. It is garlic cloves in here, and then this one I have some peppers, so spicy and garlicky. 2 of my favorite flavors in the world, and they're always ready. So try that sometime. Really recommend it. As of right now, we need to add some onions. That is about perfect. So let's take this big block here, and hopefully we don't spill anything. Get the ginger out of the way. Yeah, there we go. Nice little sizzle. Yeah, nice. Woo! There are some techniques to make you not cry when you're doing or chopping up onions, and I totally forgot to do that. So luckily my face was not in the video this time because I was just streaming tears. There we go, nice. And the next thing we're going to do is add the curry paste, I believe. Yes, that's right. This time I staged all my ingredients because I'm learning. Yeah, so 3 tablespoons of curry paste. So I used a mild curry paste. So now that's in there. Stir it up. Get that paste all over the onions. Man, that smells good already. Okay, so now that that is done, being stirred at least, we're going to let it cook for about 10 minutes, and it's just kind of an approximate, but we'll do this anyway. And then once this is done, it should be nice and golden brown. Stirred occasionally. You don't want anything burning on the bottom. Oh yeah. Woo-wee! That may be mild, but it smells pretty spicy. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Little point of view action for you. You can see the onions mixing well with the curry paste. We still have about 7 minutes left, but just keep it stirring a little bit at a time. Just don't want anything to burn. Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. Perfect timing, look at that. But you know what? This is perfect. It's really difficult to tell when it's golden because, I mean, you put the curry in there and it's already golden. So the onion should look soft. But next we're going to add basically everything else. My chopping video kind of got messed up, but not completely. You didn't see that I separated the leaves from the stalks. And here's the leaves. God, I wish I could just bathe in that. I might later. I might just do that later. So shh. We don't actually need all of them. Next, we're gonna add. Ooh, nice. Turn it down a little bit. Next, we'll add all of this. So I'm going to start, and the chickpeas. Yeah, we're gonna start with this board and work our way through. We've got the habanero, and the ginger, and the cilantro, aka coriander, and this is just the stalks. And then next we're going to do the sweet potatoes. So let's get this bad boy rolling. Alright, sweet potato time. Let's get this bad boy out of here. I'm determined not to drop anything on the floor, but who knows what's going to happen. Especially because this board is really large. Ooh, that's a lot of sweet potato. Right on, right on. Now for the garbanzo chickpea beans. These are drained, by the way. We don't want it to be too runny. This curry is more pasty and thick, viscous. Man, this is going to be a lot. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. I have my cheat sheet here. It says to cook for 5 minutes. So, timer, 5 minutes. So I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. This is the conglomeration and the mess that is the beginning stages. These will all hopefully cook all the way down. We're gonna run out of room. Alright. Yes. I didn't get the timer this time, but whatever. Yeah, so it's been about 5 minutes. And everything's kind of mashing together. We're going to add our secret special fire roasted tomatoes. And blah, 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 blah. there it is. Okay, perfect. Along with that, we're going to fill it up. Should be about right. That's a question for scientists. We should probably double check because we need to bring that shit up to a boil. Yeah, half can of water. Well, it definitely said 200 milliliters. Let's grab. Oh yeah, I bet that's about right. Yeah, okay, that's perfect. Half a can. Half a can's still 200 milliliters. Perfect. Yeah. Beauty. Yeah, we're gonna bring it to a boil, and then we're gonna let it simmer after that, and then it starts. You know, we're gonna make the sweet potatoes break down, and once that's done, you know, then the fun begins. Ooh-wee. All right, it's been about 10 minutes, a little bit more. Now. Oh yeah. Get that steam bath I talked about last time. Woo! And the next step is just this. We're going to let it sit another 10 to 15 minutes, kind of boil off some of that water. Simmer off at least. Try to get it down a little lower. And then after that, we're going to add the coconut cream instead of coconut milk, remember. And let that cook for a little bit. And then we're going to add all of this spinach. This spinach. There's a lot. Look at that. That's 400 grams. 453 grams. Whatever. We're going to fit this in here. Somehow. In the meantime, in about 10 to 15 minutes, we're going to watch that. Come back. Do the things. Cream. Spinach. Mix it up. I should probably cook some rice too because, I mean, although it's great on its own, curry, rice, beautiful together. I wish I had some naan bread though. What are you looking at, Kona? Does this smell good to you? Oh, you know, it is smelling really good. This is about done. I've just tested it and I'll show you again. You just take this out, with your spoon, stab through it, super easy, soft enough. Now we're going to add the coconut cream, and the cream is really thick. Sometimes it's kind of solid. So before I cracked it open and cut open the top, I shook it up real nice. Shook it up. Nice, nice, nice. We're gonna let it cook for a few minutes, then we're gonna come back and then add the spinach. Okay? Cool. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. That is done, not done. Boom. Yes, spinach. Gonna add this. Little by little, we're gonna add this, and then we're gonna let it wilt. Ooh, pardon the loud noise. Now this is baby spinach, so you gotta treat it nicely. Toss them in a little at a time. That's not a little, that's probably too much. Stir it in. Cover it. Oh, more. Need more. Hopefully you like spinach. I sure do. More. Good. Okay, well this is kind of a boring section, so I'm gonna speed it up a little bit, so hang tight. Once again, spinach inside. Excuse you. And we're gonna add all this. More spinach. Just add it all, screw it. It's only 50 grams difference, right? And we are just about done. We have the finished product in here. All of the spinach is in. It is wilted, it's cooked, it smells amazing. The rice is cooking just enough for a couple people. pretty easy to cook rice. Cup of brown rice, cup and a half of water, about a cup and a quarter, cup and a half. Some salt, you know, get in that a little bit. And this is really my favorite curry to make. I'd love to make some more, something else. I'm going to show you everything in a few minutes. Or sorry, not a few minutes. I'm going to show you everything next. All the finished product. Have a nice little display for you. Please tell me what you want me to cook next. If you can, comment, like, subscribe, do all those fun things. Tell me what I did wrong, what you liked, all that stuff. Be nice, be mean. I'd rather you be nice, if I'm honest. Constructive criticism goes a long way. And I'm pretty receptive. Yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And until next time. Oh, little meso tax. Oh, buddy. Look at that. Look at that curry. Don't you wish you could have some curry with us? All right. You're the best. I love you.